Hi there. My name is Isaiah, and I'm going to be showing you the task tracking app Linear. So I know task tracking isn't maybe the most sexy thing in the world, but I've got to admit, Linear is absolutely the best task tracking app I've ever tried in terms of software development. And I think it's perfect for kind of modern, fast projects. So I just want to show a few features of it and talk about why I like it so much. So to be frank, I think the reason Linear exists and the reason it's so appealing to me personally is I've used Jira extensively at a lot of different teams and a lot of different configurations, and it is consistently a very frustrating product to use. So Linear is kind of an anti-Jira in some ways, but it's still extremely powerful. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump right in. So let's see. What you're looking at here is my basic project setup for my app called Naru. I'll just show you Naru real quick as an aside. It is effectively an AI accountability companion app that helps you stay on track with your goals. But enough about that. Let's kind of see the inside baseball of how I'm tracking tasks for it. So you can see, if we jump in here, we can see a bunch of issues, and I'll highlight several different things that we're seeing here. So we get kind of a nice list view. It's pretty clean, pretty minimal in terms of everything, but we can click in, see more info on a task here. And of course, it preserves the great thing about Jira, which is having these kind of very nice and easy to identify ticket numbers. So NAR39 is always going to be associated with this ticket I have about the client exception. And I believe we can just share this link, and yes, it auto redirects. So we don't need to know this whole big string or this whole big URL slug. We really just need to know the ticket number. And if we go right back here, we can see, again, a ton more tickets. There's a priority on the left. The status is this little dot. There's a ton of little hotkeys. So actually this one's in progress. We're going to hit S, and then we're going to hit 3. I definitely haven't learned all hotkeys yet because there's a lot of them. And I only spend a little time in Linear because, again, it kind of does what you need to do and then it gets out of the way, which I think is exactly what you want for a task tracking or a project tracking app. So yeah, let's just kind of jump in to one of the tasks here, and I'm not going to do the task. One of our agents is going to do the task. So what we're going to do is assign this out, and it looks like there's a hotkey for assign to, that's A, and then we're going to assign the cursor. You can see I have a few agents connected. I have Codex, which I would trust with simpler tasks, Devon with some kind of more moderate medium tasks, and then this is a really important one for my app because it deals in the wellness space. So definitely want sycophancy to not be a problem. Sycophancy meaning basically that the AI is just telling users what it thinks it wants, what they want to hear, not what's important or kind of honest for them to hear. So let's get that kicked off. We'll assign it to cursor, and you can see it almost instantly starts working. And to be clear, this isn't cursor on my local machine. This is cursor in the cloud. So the beauty of that, of course, is I can kick this off from my phone. I can monitor from my phone. And it's all running in the cloud. So yeah, let's just click out to that for a minute once it starts and see it auto moves it into in progress for me. I didn't even need to do that myself. Nice little labels over here. So yeah, let's just kind of see this once it spins up. Click out to cursor, and we can see it running. So yeah, this is Cursor Cloud Agents. I might do another video about that sometime. Let me know if that's something you're curious to see more about. But yeah, we can monitor it from here, but we should get the basics back in Linear where we can kind of see a few logs, and then we'll be able to see when it completes. Here, I'll try to show you kind of some past issues that have already been done. So if we change our filter here to status of done, interesting, I messed something up. All issues done. Let's see. There we go. We can see a bunch of issues that have been done in the past. So this one, for example, if we click in, you can see just all the records, and we can even get back to the cursor session if we were curious what happened in it. Yeah, so Linear can do a lot. I'll just show the task creation flow because I'd say this is a flow you want to be really fast and really intuitive. So I'll just hit C. So the title is just, record record. I'm gonna use Whisperflow for this. Record a demo of Linear. Perfect. And we'll just set that to in progress. We'll just assign it to me so that no agent starts working on it gets confused. And we'll say priority is medium. And we can add some labels. For example, we'll call that a marketing label. Great. And let's say pink. I love that. Then you see we can attach things, we can add description, make a demo for YouTube of this project on Linear. And should just be able to hit Command Enter, and we've created it. Great. And then you can see I can always go to my issues and see the task I've assigned to myself. And I think this is a nice little touch where if I was the one who kicked off the agent, it's co-assigned to me and Cursor. I think that makes a lot of sense and is really nice. Apart from that, Linear has a ton of great integrations. If we go into settings, we can see some of them. If I can remember where to find them. It also has its own built-in agent. I haven't used this a lot, but it does seem like a great feature. And for the record, I'm completely on the free tier here, so getting great service for no money, which I really appreciate. But I might really consider upgrading in the future if my project needs for Nara expand out and the team grows and everything. But you can see I already have these integrations of Codex, Cursor, and somewhere in here is Devin, there it is. But there's a ton more integrations, and there's MCP integrations where your app, like Cursor, can point back to Linear and manage Linear for you. That's actually how I made a bunch of the tickets you see in here. If we go back to active and not done, then we can see all these ones with AI safety labels. I did some research on AI safety for Naru using Perplexity, exported that, and then Cursor just quickly generated all these issues for me automatically using the MCP server. So there's so much you can do with Linear. It's so fast and flexible. Anyways, that's really about it. You can see Cursor is doing its thing, but this isn't really a Cursor video, so we're not going to wait for it to finish. And the last thing I just want to show is their pricing, because I think that's an important thing for any of these videos. So as you can see, I'm on the free tier. Pretty reasonable limitations, I'd say, for a small startup where you can have as many people as you want, 2 teams, up to 250 open issues. I think the issue is open so long as you haven't archived it yet. And yeah, all the basics. And you can see for $10 per user per month, we get unlimited issues, which is obviously necessary the more product grows, and more teams, admin roles, very important. Yeah, and it just kind of goes up from there. So again, if I get the premium tier, or when I'm getting the premium tier, I might re-record and show some more of these other features. But as you can see, really all the things you'd want in terms of the agentic platform, the integrations, they're all there for free. So highly recommend you try Linear if you have any project tracking needs, especially in software dev. So yeah, that should be about it. I will see if I have a referral link. I probably don't as a free tier user, but if I do, I will absolutely share it out. But if not, you can just go to linear.app and get started free. That it's not going to work because I'm already signed in. But if you were to go in your own browser to linear.app, you can complete their onboarding flow here. And yeah, they do have Google SSO, which is what I'm using, which is great. So you don't have to have a username and password, you remember. And one final aside, I just can't stop talking about Linear, is they do have a really nice mobile client. I believe that's on iOS and Android. Yes, on both platforms. It's really clean. Again, you can really even dispatch agents from your phone. And I like they brag about being AI native, so they are fully native apps. So they weren't built with React Native, which is my standard go-to for building cross-platform, but they actually hand-coded each of the apps. So I think that's super impressive, and it definitely shows in how smooth the app is. So thank you again. If you have any questions or comments, please share them down below, and I appreciate your time.